Here we are at the Finesse Building Society Stadium for Barrow AFC versus Stockport County. The Barrow team come out today in blue and white, and County are playing in yellow, white and blue. With us today we have Harry Tomlinson, who is a journalist, and he's offered to help with the commentary today. So how do you think this will go, Harry?
Well, Barrow are a good side. County are in a bit of a rut. They sort of came out of it with the non-match last week against Hyde. Be a tight affair. I'm going to go with a draw, 1-1.
And the Barrow side today in goal, number 1, Tony McMillan, who this season hasn't been their first choice goalkeeper, but he is in goal for them today. Number 2, Andy Burns. Number 3, Niall Copperthwaite. Number 4, Sam Sheridan, a former Hatter. Number 5, Danny Livesey. Number 6, Simon Grand. Number 7, Dan Pilkington, brother of Anthony, who is currently, I think, still in the Championship. Alex Ray Harvey is number 8. Anthony Wilson, the former North Ferriby United striker, is number 9. Their top scorer, Andy Cook, is number 10, and Isaac Reed is number 11. Their substitutes are Jason Walker, Lewis Guy, Carl Ledsham, Andy Horworth and Johnny Gorman. The Hatters today line up exactly as they did against Hyde last weekend. Danny Hurst is in goal. Matt Todd is playing following the red card that he got in the nullified Hyde game last week. Scott Duxbury will be playing on the left, with Kyle Jacobs playing as the number 4. He's playing out wide on the right hand side, I think. In centre backs, Mark Lee is the captain, and Steve O'Halloran playing as the centre backs for the Hatters. Tunji Moses is the number 7, with Chris Churchman being number 8. Greg Wilkinson completes the midfield, and up front for the Hatters today, Christian Dennis, who scored against Hyde last week, and Scott Spencer. The substitutes for the Hatters: Jack Ryan, Ian Ormson, Robert Lofthouse, Charlie Russell and Michael Hampson. They played forward again. He's now in the middle as he tried to keep the ball. It's Wilson pushing forward. He's tackled by Todd. Moses can't keep it, and it's hit Wilson again as Russell clears that long towards Dennis, who jumps for it and can't reach it as it's played back by Livesey to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper to clear this long again. Todd will want to get underneath it. Todd now takes the touches. It's chested down though by Harvey. And advancing forward again here is Pilkington, cuts it inside, it's crossed in towards the far post, he tries to get out goal, and it's O'Halloran to clear away off the line, and Sheridan can't get close to the goal, and it's headed away by Moses though, as it's now Pilkington again, who looks to play over to the far side, just wide from Pilkington. There's a fantastic shot from the former Hatter, and it's still 0-0 here. And it's thrown in again to Pilkington, who takes a touch, and it's Todd. Todd has the ball now at his feet and clears away as it goes along the touchline. It's a touch now taken by Grand, the captain, who crosses it in towards the boxes. Lees can't clear away, but Russell can. Burns doesn't quite get to it, and Spencer takes this heavy touch. It's now on the right with Cook. He plays it in towards Harvey. Harvey has a few players to aim for, but it's Sheridan who gets it. Sheridan now plays it through the gap as Pilkington gets it past him, and it's Wilson who has it on the left. He's being closed down by Lees though. Wilson still going as he plays it. It's a poor pass from Wilson to Jacobs, who takes it, but Jacobs now trying to turn away, and Jacobs still has it at his feet as he goes to clear. Takes the deflection though from Cowperthwaite, and Jacobs can't keep it in as it's played through to Wilson. Appeals for offside, and it's a goal kick to the Hatters once again. And it's over the top again as O'Halloran lets the ball go over his head, who heads it back to his goalkeeper. Good defending that from Stephen O'Halloran, and Danny Hurst was able to collect it in his hands. And you can tell with O'Halloran, he's definitely a former professional footballer, and Harry, it's quite obvious that he's definitely played for an international team at some point in his career, isn't it?
Oh yeah, his understanding of the game is just a level above. The amount of times where he uses his head rather than his feet to get in positions and clear things up that others have perhaps missed is quite distinctive, especially this season. And I think that move to put him back to centre half when he came as a left back from Alan Lord last year was inspired. Really, it's been a big part of an improved season this year.
It takes the deflection, but O'Halloran should take, and turns away from his goal as it's now in the centre again as he tries to cut forward. It's a touch here from the number 9 who goes to clear it forward. It's now Reed on the right hand side. A couple of heads in the way, you can't quite see what's going on down there. There's a few players jumping in, I think. I can't tell as the ball's played through the gap anyway, and Danny Hurst is able to collect it. Moses, Jacobs, Dennis. Dennis has the ball at his feet as he tries to play it to Jacobs, but there's no power in the pass. It's taken though by Cowperthwaite as it goes back towards McMillan, who takes a heavy touch and is being closed down by Spencer. The ball's in the air and McMillan clears away. He got very lucky there, McMillan, as the ball's now flicked on and it's Cook. He's in the box. He's being closed down by Spencer and Hurst is able to collect quite comfortably. That's good defending that from O'Halloran just to get in the way. And it's Hurst who now has the ball in his hands. And now it's Duxbury who takes the touch, and Duxbury goes to clear. There's a player who's gone to ground. This is now Russell. Russell there. There's Churchman back to Russell to Dennis. It's poor from Russell to Dennis. Now Burns to take this throw in. Burns throws it long towards Cook, who heads it into the air, but it's headed away by Moses. Not very far though, as it's now Reid who turns. Duxbury gets the touch, and Reid still has it in that corner. He's being closed down by Duxbury, and it goes out for a goal kick. Todd tries to cut inside. It's not great from Todd, but cleared away by Stephen O'Halloran again, as Spencer takes a touch, tries to get it past the defender, and misses the ball completely. And that butterfly is still there and still annoying Gareth as he wants to get more pictures, I think.
Oh, I've tweeted him now. It's gone global.
All of our 10, 11,000 Twitter followers will now see that butterfly. That picture will get retweeted many times. But it's O'Halloran who plays it back to Hurst, and the last couple of minutes of this half haven't been that entertaining, hence why we're talking about butterflies. But it's O'Halloran to clear away, and Dennis will try to take it. McMillan takes a touch, and McMillan clears it away again. He's really not comfortable with his feet, McMillan, is he? And that's it. That is now the end of the first half here at Holker Street. And your views on that half, Harry?
It got better as the half wore on for County. At the start they looked a bit shaky. There was nothing very static going forward. As the half progressed, they were able to deal with Barrow a lot better in terms of the physicality, and they even showed little glimpses of something to come. I think if they can apply a bit of pressure to Tony McMillan in that second half, it could definitely be something he looks sort of eager to impress, and he's had a couple of shaky moments in that first half, so all to play for.
And that's half time here at the Holker Street Stadium, or as it's now called, the Barrow the Furness Building Society Stadium. I'm James Gill. It's half time at Edgeley Park. It's 0-0 now. And here we are for the second half of Stockport County away at Barrow, as we're now kicking off here. So, forward again as it's now played onto this left-hand side for Cowperthwaite. Takes the touch. He's got a few options in the centre as he gives it down to his cut inside again as it's back now to Hayworth. Hayworth has the ball at his feet as he plays it through the gap towards Walker. Cook tries to play it through to Walker, but it's O'Halloran who clears the ball away. And good defending work there from Stephen O'Halloran. And it's a throw-in here on this near side now as it's chested down by Walker again. Walker will look to cut inside. He's tackled by Todd, who clears the ball long forward towards Spencer, who will want to get a touch, but it's cleared away as Dennis. Good touch from Dennis, and he plays it through to Spencer. He plays it through to Dennis now, and Dennis, he's in on goal here, but there's good defensive work as now Spencer has it on the right. As can he cut inside? He crosses it in towards the near far post, and it's Jacobs who will take it. Jacobs back to Moses. County now applying the pressure as Moses takes a shot. He's not one to usually take a shot, but Moses there had a shot from distance. It took a deflection and went out for another throw, and it's now thrown in from Todd to Moses as he flicks over the top towards Spencer. It's headed into the air as it's now pushed forward again as Moses clears it. Walker tries to go underneath it, but Moses still has it at his feet as he plays it over the top towards Dennis, who's offside, and the goalkeeper's able to collect quite comfortably. And it's cleared forward again as Spencer wants to get underneath it, but it's headed away. There's now Moses chests it down but misses it completely, and it's now Todd on this near side who clears it long way into the air, and McMillan should be able to catch quite comfortably. And that's O'Halloran who jumps right on the top of Walker, and a free kick given here against the Hatters. It's now Harvey who wants to take this. Sheridan instead. Sheridan onto the right hand side now to Burns, who takes a touch. Can he cross it in? Yes, he can, towards the far post. It's poor though from Burns. And the Hatters definitely advancing more on this in this second half, aren't they, Harry?
Oh yeah, a little bit. They're just looking a little bit more dangerous in that counter-attack now. Something's clicked between Spencer and Dennis. They combined really well to get Dennis away there, but it was good defending from Grand. You'd still say Barrow are the more likely but like I say, that counter-attack could prove important for County if they're going to get the 3 points here.
The ball's cleared forward by Hurst. It's been a fairly one-sided game in this. Just in general. As the ball's played forward by Walker, it's Sheridan who's got the ball at his feet. He plays it through the gap towards Cook, who gets past Todd, but well defended there from Matt Todd. And it's a throw-in down this near side. Great bit of defending that from Matt Todd. Last-ditch tackle. And it's to be thrown in again. So it's played inside. Cowperthwaite gets past Jacobs comfortably and he crosses it in. Moses plays it into the path of Todd, whose touch takes it past Churchman. It's now Hayworth. Hayworth on the left. He's being closed down by Todd as he cuts inside. Hayworth still going. Hayworth shoots. What's a goal? That is from Hayworth. And he gets it past Hurst. Very, very good shot actually. That from Hayworth. And the press in this press box very, very happy with that goal. You may have heard it over my commentary, but it was a fantastic finish from Hayworth. Todd didn't close down well enough, and it's now Barrow 1, County 0.
Yeah, I think sometimes you just got to take your hat off. That was an absolute screamer from Haworth there, the substitute. You could maybe say they didn't close down well enough, but to be honest with Todd, that could have been a goal before that. I think he's had a good game, hard to criticise there, and he just hit that so well. Hurst had no chance. Complete top corner, fair play.
And now it's the Hatters to re-kick off here, and a change being made across from us. It's is it Jack Ryan that's coming in? I think it is Jack Ryan that's the one that's being told to come in, but Lofthouse is also being told to come in. Our County here going to play 3 up front. But Jacobs does not look in good shape, and he's being taken off by Ali Gibb. And Jacobs coming off now. And a change is going to have to be made. It's Jack Ryan who looks to come on, but it's now Spencer who takes the touch. He's being put forward. That's looked late on Scott Spencer, and the referee's going to bring a card out. Is this the first card of the game? I think it is. No, Livesey got booked first half. Just getting my facts wrong there. I'm not entirely sure who it is that got. Is it Walker that got booked? I think it is Walker. I'm not entirely sure. And it is Jack Ryan across from us that's coming on for Kyle Jacobs. So Ryan on for Kyle Jacobs, and we are currently 73 minutes in. And it's now taken again as Moses being pulled back there as Todd now looks to play it over the top towards Ryan. It's headed away as it's Moses chests it down, plays it on towards Russell on that side. Russell with a slightly heavy touch as it goes to Duxbury, who plays it over the top. It's cleared away though as Todd heads it forward. It's headed away though, and Todd's now underneath it again. It's missed a little bit by Todd as he played the ball's played over the top. The offside flag goes up against Reed, and it's a free kick to County. And it's Dennis who's through on goal. Dennis! Almost missed that then. I was just noting down the team sheet, but it's wide from Dennis. A fantastic chance. Good goalkeeping from McMillan. And I'd like to thank you, Harry, there. I'd almost missed that. And that's it. It's full time here at the Hoka Street Stadium. And it's not been a game, it's not been an exciting game, it's not been a game that's been pretty to watch, but Barrow come away with it with a 1-0 win that they will happily take.
Yeah, I think, like we said, both teams were sort of a bit wasteful going forward. Barrow have got that one wonder strike, and that's really been the difference between the two teams. County, I think, to be fair to Alan Lord, he's lost Greg Wilkinson after 8 minutes. It's hard when you lose someone like that so early in the game. Your tactics just sort of go out the window, really. But they've not brought much to the party going forward. I mean, I think I've got us down as having 4 shots altogether, 2 on target. It's a pretty average performance, really. So hopefully it'll improve in the last few games, and we can make a good fist of it going into next season.
And that's all from us here at the Hoka Street Stadium. And hang on, there's some afters over there. There's a lot of arguing going on. So referee's having a big word here. It's I'm now not sure what it is that's actually going on. And Lofthouse really isn't happy with somebody here. It's there is quite a bit going on over there. The county player's been told to leave, and Barrow players staying on the pitch. Mark Lees, like he always does, walks over to the county supporters that have travelled all this way to come and see this game. Finishes Barrow 1, Stockport County 0.